handsome did. He was smart, he was funny, and he was never rude.
He found a girl from a faraway land where cows graze and potatoes are grand.
She was a wee bit crazy, wild but fun, and he thought to himself, she's the one.
So for Christmas that year, he gave her a ring, and so started the story of union this day will bring.
Thank you for joining us as we set sail to the next step in a perfect fairy tale.
You all be seated, thank you. Alright, well, I was very honored when I met Katie. Josh has been my friend for a very long time, and they actually asked me to do this, so I was extremely honored for that. First, I want to thank you all for coming out and to join them on this communion where they're coming together as one, start their life together, bring their kids together, and just finish their life together in the end. Basically, I've known Josh a long time. Josh has been through some times. Katie, I've known a long time. She's been a wonderful lady. She's taking care of my kids. She's now taking care of Josh's kids and Josh. So the main thing I want to talk about is commitment. And commitment is not, I'm going to go through the easy times, it's the hard times. That's what commitment means. It's when you can stand up and you say, we will work through this together. We will make this happen. What we've learned in our life is that it's easier just to take off and start somewhere new. But it's more worth it if you stay with the one that you're with and you work through your troubles there. Marriage is the most amazing thing, and I'm not starting it on a negative thing, I'm starting it on the truth. And the truth is, it's going to be the hardest thing you guys do together. But it's going to be the most amazing thing that you're ever going to feel in life. And I am grateful to be able to have known you two and see this come together. Josh, do you promise to take her as your loving wife? Do you promise to accept her on any changes she does from here on out? And no matter what comes about, you will be able to work through the problems, and you are going to love her until your last breath. Katie, do you promise to take Josh as your husband, that no matter what changes happen in life, you will accept his changes, and that you will love him until your last breath? They did create their own vows. Katie wanted to speak some first.
Yeah, I feel like this. When I was a little girl, I used to play house with my little sister all the time. And we used to play it from sunup to sundown, and we would get really creative. We would put our baby dolls in coolers for their car seats, and we would wrap them up in towels for their receiving blankets, because they had horrible diseases where they couldn't be with the sun, and they would never grow up. And we also never had husbands, because boys were gross, and they would take all the fun away from our day. And they were just nasty and no fun. Now that I've grown up, I realize you can't put baby in coolers, because they will be suffocated. You can't wrap babies in towels as receiving blankets, and having a child that was allergic to the sun that would never grow up would just suck. You've also changed my mind about husbands. You are far from gross. Every time I look at you, you make me very happy. actually add a lot of meaning and value to my life. And there is nothing that I would ever change about us. When Adam introduced me to you, I knew there was something special about you. But I decided from that moment that I wanted to know everything there was to know about you. I never anticipated finding myself while I was trying to find you too. I love everything about you. I love waking up in the morning next to you because it reminds me that my dreams are really reality. I promise you that I will never let us fade. That I will always communicate with you. That I will always value our relationship. And put you and the kids above everything. And on those days when you have to roll your eyes at my clumsiness and my blonde moments, just remember you are the one who picked me. Forever. Now it's your turn.
So she totally stole my vows. So, ditto.
See the wedding dress?
Play with houses? You know, I was so nervous to talk to you the first time that Adam psychically told me that he found my new wife. And I didn't believe him, but the moment we started talking, I realized really fast that he was right. You are the most amazing person that I've ever known. Somebody else. She's more amazing than you guys too. And you bring excitement to every single day of your life. And I wake up wondering what excitement you're going to bring. And I can express how much that you bring. You are my best friend every single day. And we connect on a level that I've never experienced before. And I promise always love you, even through your warm moments.
We have a ring.
Are you sure? Who has the rings?
Okay, Josh, take Katie's hand. Whichever. Josh, we promise you. Solemnly swear to love this life, to take care of her, cherish her, till death do you part. With this ring, a ring is a circle. Basically what it represents is that it's going to never stop. And that's why we actually do that. Why we put the ring on the left hand is because there's a vein running from your heart all the way to your left hand, supposedly. So that ring circle, the circle of love is supposed to go directly to your heart and never stop. And that is why we actually use rings. So, do you have another ring? Take Josh's hand. Katie, do you promise to swear to love this man with all of your heart till death?
Yes, Daddy.
I now pronounce to you Josh and Katie Omundson. Bride.
Timer says hold on. We're not done yet.
My dad is out there!
Omundson.